This episode is brought to you by SmartVestor. Connect with an investing pro near you at RamseySolutions.com/SmartVestor.
Alex is in Portland, Oregon. Hey, Alex, how are you?
Hey, doing good, Dave. How are you?
Better than I deserve. How can we help?
Yeah, I want to know if I can just invest $50,000 into my retirement account and then just work on retirement minimally for the next 30 years until I retire.
Well, the regulations don't allow you to put it into a 401k or a Roth IRA at that lump sum. So, no, you can't do that. But can you invest it and say, in your own mind, that particular mutual fund is my retirement account? You could do that, but you can't just randomly add $50,000 to a Roth or a 401k.
Yeah, that's kind of my goal. As of right now, I have about $20,000 invested into various 401ks and Roth IRAs. I'm about to max out my Roth IRA for this year. Mm-hmm. I'm on baby step number 4 right now, but I don't have kids. And
if you're on baby step 4, then no, I would not do that.
What's the purpose of you wanting to do it that way? Is that
you have a mortgage, right?
No, actually, my mom is, she's going to help me out with a tiny home, and I've always kind of lived under my means. My real goal is to just kind of travel the world and just really kind of enjoy the next, 20 years, because I'm probably going to end up taking care of my mom when she gets into her elder years, because she's single, so she's going to need help. So as of right now, like I said, I have about $20,000 invested, and my job is going to allow me to get to about $50,000 that I can invest, this year pretty easily. And I guess what my question is can I just invest that all into a mutual fund through a brokerage account and then just kind of enjoy the next 20 years of my life?
You could, but it's not enough.
Okay. What would
$50,000 will create $5,000 a year income?
Okay.
It's a great place to park the money while you travel, but it's not a solution to say, and after that, I'm never investing again.
I don't mean never investing again. It's just like right now with my job, I work a full commission job, but I am projected to make probably about $180,000 this year.
Uh-huh. How old are you?
I'm 36.
Okay, and you're single, obviously.
I'm single. Yeah, I'm completely debt free. I just paid off my car, and I realized
what do you
never want to be in debt. I work in home improvement.
Okay, you're mathematically not ready to do what your dream is yet.
Okay.
You're going to have to work a few more years to do that. And so, I mean, you're making $180,000 a year. If you need $30,000, if you need $50,000 a year to travel, then you need $500,000.
Oh, no, that's not what I meant. I'm thinking of just bringing my retirement up to $50,000. I put the numbers into your website, and I was looking over.
But, and then quit.
Huh?
And then quit and then go travel the world.
No, I mean, I would work periodically. I just want to, take a month off here, a month off there, come back and work, and then, just kind of have the majority of my money go towards traveling, and then anything that I don't spend go towards retirement.
Right. The majority of the money that you're earning, not that lump sum. That lump sum is just going to go away forever.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. That's just going to go into my brokerage account and max out my 401ks every year.
Okay. It's never a bad thing to invest, and so investing is a good idea. It's never a bad thing to have fun, so having fun's a good idea. It's never a bad thing to be generous. As a matter of fact, people that are wealthy and healthy do all three. Okay. And so, I think now that I'm understanding your plan a little bit better, I thought you said I misunderstood. I thought you were saying, I want to put $50,000 away and never work again and go travel the world. And I'm like, dude, you're going to be skinny. I mean.
The 180 that you make now, what do you think it'll go down to when you're kind of doing this plan and working periodically? And what do you anticipate that being?
It's performance based. I mean, I was pretty thin last year, and it went down to 80 just because business was slow. I guess the market I was in was a lot slower than what I'm in now.
What
so
I'm
I know
getting
that
at,
can fluctuate.
What I'm getting at is if it's just you're still earning a fine income. I mean, $80,000 while traveling. Is there a way where you can still do some investing and that you're not putting it completely on hold?
Yeah.
I'm kind of wondering what a good number to shoot for would be after I invest that the rest of the 50K.
I think it's whatever number allows you to continue to do what you're planning to do, but I don't necessarily know that you need to live on 80,000 while you're traveling. Maybe it's
so
60.
if you make 80,000 and you put 15% of that away, and you have an emergency fund, and you spend the rest of it on travel and living, you're going to be okay. You just kind of follow the baby steps.
Yeah, I've always been minimalist, so I mean, I
can tell.
I've spent as little as like $1,000 a month before.
That's what I'm saying. I think you can do both. I don't think you have to say I'm not going to invest anymore. I think that you can continue to do that.
So I want you to work enough that you make at least 80, and I want you to put 15% away, and I want you to take as much time off as that allows you to take off and travel, and put the 50K with a SmartVestor Pro. Go sit down with one. Go to RamseySolutions.com, click on SmartVestor. You can sit down with a professional investment company. They'll help you, teach you, show you, and understand your plan and what you're trying to do. And now that I understand a little bit more, but if you could do that right there,
that's
put
perfect.
15% away, travel, live minimalist, make a minimum, work enough you make 80. Then you're making more than most people, and you can go travel. Have at it. Oh, and by the way, as young as you are, your mom's young. Maybe she ought to actually have a freaking plan, so she has some money.
Oh, good point.
So that she's not a burden in her old age. There's an idea. Whew, man.
What?
So I had a really crass friend that was in his 80s, and he was a multimillionaire. And he was kind of a jerk, honestly, but he was a friend. And but he used to say this all the time, and I don't like it, but there's enough truth to it that it needs to be said. He said, you know what an old man is that's broke? I said, no. In the way.
Oh.
He said, you know what an old man is that's rich? I said, no. He said, Grandpa.
Oh, well.
I don't like that.
Listen,
but
he's
I tell
not
you what,
wrong.
One of my goals is to not be in the way.
Yeah,
Hello?
be Grandpa.
I don't want to be in the way.
Man. Listen, he's telling the truth.
Well, he's grouchy.
In a grouchy kind of
I
way,
think Oscar
but
in the trash can on
that's him.
Sesame Street. This guy's got that down. But yeah. But still, it's like, I don't like that. Not everybody. No, people aren't that. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to be the burden. You don't
I
want to be
I don't want to work my whole life and then be a problem.
Yes, you want to be able to be fun.
If I end up working in McDonald's at retirement, it needs to be the one I own in St. Thomas. Come on. Hello. I don't need to be, I'm sorry, I'm not mad at you people, but there's no chance I want to be a Walmart greeter as my retirement golden years, okay? No chance. I don't mind saying hi to you in Walmart, but I don't want to be paid to do it.
By.
Hello.
Yeah,
okay.
walk on by.
So, come on. Whew.